colleague in this administration. I want you to think about this, because the government, the federal government, is a big thing. And it takes a lot to change things. It takes a real strong leader to move things in the right direction. And when we created the Department of Homeland Security in the aftermath of 9/11, the President of the United States said to Asa, he said, I want you to take control of our broken borders and fix them. And I know it can't be done overnight, but I need you to start putting things going in the right direction. You may not know this. In the last 12 months, over 1.2 million illegal aliens were found and taken out of the country. And that's because Asa Hutchinson, when he was there, put in motion the policies and programs necessary to do that. You may not know this, but for 30 years we've had this policy of catch and release. If you're from someplace other than Mexico and we catch you in the United States of America, for decades, what we did is we said, you know what, we don't have enough space to hold you, and it takes so long to get you out of the country. Here's a little piece of paper with the date that we'd like you to show up at court at, and guess what? 92% of them did show up. And Asa said that is unacceptable. When we came into office, it took 93 days to process somebody out of the country from someplace other than Mexico. And Asa said that's unacceptable and set in motion a series of changes that today mean three things. First of all, that it takes us only 19 days to get somebody out of the country. Second of all, that we've got enough beds to hold everybody so we don't have to release them. And third of all, over the last month, his dream has come to fruition, and that is we have ended for the first time in decades the policy of catch and release. It is now catch and return. We catch you, and you're going out of the country. To doubling the size of the Border Patrol under this president, because Asa was there and said, this is something we need to do. We're on the way to building a virtual fence, not just a fence, but sensors in the desert and vehicle barriers in the desert where people can try and cross, and surveillance posts and lighting and sophisticated systems to allow us to know who's coming in the country and who's going out. And you know what? It wouldn't have been happening without this good man's leadership. He was a tough, effective, strong leader who had a vision of what he wanted to achieve for America, and he set out to do it. And I can't think of a better definition of what you want in a chief executive of the state than a man with leadership, conviction, principle, vision, and the drive to get it done. And that's exactly what he did. Got one complaint with the man, and that is that he loves Arkansas so much that he wanted to come back and serve the state that he loves, and he left the administration. I understand that. He did some fantastic things, but you know, he loves Arkansas, and he missed Arkansas. He wants to come back and serve this state and give it as big an opportunity as he thinks it gave him. So I'm here today to tell you that I can't tell you about where he stands on the education issue in detail. I know he cares about education as a big priority. I can't tell you the ins and outs of his 12-point job plan. I can't tell you how well he did in 10 minutes and 30 seconds into the debate the other night. But I can tell you this man has what it takes to be a great governor, and he will be a great governor for the state of Arkansas. Thank you.